Is that recording now? Yeah, recording.
So what do you want to talk about?
I'll ask you some questions.
Oh, okay.
So for the purpose of the camera, can you just introduce your name and title?
Okay, my name is Alan Moore. I'm a founder of SMLXL and the co-author of Communities Dominate Brands.
Okay, can you summarise what we were talking about today?
Well, essentially, we're really looking at how you can put the tools and processes into the hands of everyday people to create really effective policy development and policy change. And I think the very interesting thing is that we've got a lot of people second guessing what might be best for everybody, whereas I think it's better when everybody has a meaningful conversation about how they develop that policy constructively.
Okay, and for you today, what was the most meaningful thing that you heard that you thought, yeah, that can be implemented through government?
Well, I mean,
or was there anything?
Well, there was. I mean, I think that the conversation we were having, and I think it's all doable, which is identifying the actors, participants that really would want to be involved in a particular piece of policy. How do you do that? How do you do that in a constructive way? What are the tools and processes? And I think it's all pretty easy. But it's the most fundamental thing is that it challenges the way that people perhaps want to control, society, government, etc., etc. And I think that will create a lot of friction over the next 5 to 10 years, to be honest with you.
So you're saying the government needs to give kind of relax themselves a little bit, give the people more freedom?
Well, you're there actually as elected people to serve the people of this country, and I think that many people actually do want to be given the opportunity and the tools, perhaps, to be involved in a more meaningful way. And I think that we're seeing a lot more of that in many ways. So, in certain areas, yes, I think that there are other areas, perhaps, that specialist knowledge. And you could look at terrorism as one of those, perhaps, which is where the security of the country is very important. But I think in the day-to-day management of our, what we do and how we do it, I think that people count a lot, but they're not really given the voice that they really need.
And it's all very well people getting together and talking about it, but has anything come out of this meeting?
Well, it was the first one I've been involved in, so it's very hard for me to say. I think there's a lot of willing people in that room, and I think that some smart minds that could actually offer up some very interesting ways of going forward. Ultimately, it's a question then about whether people want to adopt those processes or not.
Brilliant, thank you very much.
Okay.